as always. Well, hello there, fellow soul. Namaste to you and yours. As always, as always, as always. Divine present moment to you. Divine present moment to you. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. I literally fought who I thought I wanted to be. I clearly made in the mirror what I wanted to see. Thought I got everything I wanted actually. Moving with a passion, show my father what he couldn't see. I couldn't see the forest from the trees, I had to leave. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't believe that this is all that life could be. Took a breath, took a step, now I'm growing a team. Now I see that the divine present moment is better than I thought that it could be. I thought I was fighting life, really I was fighting me.
Let's go, people. Fade it out. Namaste to you and yours, fellow waves. What is happening? We got Nolan Thompson in the house, Corey Katina, Julian Evangelista. We're starting off hot on Instagram. What's going on, fellas? What's going on, fellow souls? How the hell are we? Evening, says Corey Katina. What's going on, boys? I know Julian's going to come in hot with the questions. Probably not even a, hey, how are you? He's just going to be like firing at me. I love it, though. I love it. Let's mix it up. Let's mix it up. How's everybody doing tonight? Who we got out in Kick land? Who we got out in TikTok land? Who's out there? Evan King 337 with the Leafs hat. How's it going, brother? Damn Leafs, bottom of the Atlantic Division. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Oh, Corey Katina's picking up dinner, then just chilling. So I see where you're at, brother. Don't want to cook tonight. You're picking it up and just want to chill. Where are you getting the food from, pal? Where are you getting your food from, the chef, to chill on this evening? Nolan Thompson says, how the hell are you, fella? Namaste, brother. I'm doing fantastic. Love and light as always. Lisa Jude's coming in with a hello all. Namaste, Lisa, and I'm sure Lynn's. What's going on, everybody? Local Mexican place. Okay, Corey, what's the order, bruds? What's the order? Whoa, Sheriff McMorrow. Welcome in. Welcome in, Sean McMorrow, the sheriff himself. Thank you for joining, brother. Happy New Year to you. Yeah, but want to hear the Mexican joint place you're going to, Corey. What's that place like? What are you getting? Who else we got out here? No Shersey, anybody today? Carne asada. Okay. All right. Curtis Gabriel for Prime Minister, he says. Brother, I do not want that job. My goodness. You imagine not knowing what to do? Whoa! Wendy Nickerson. Dr. Wendy Nickerson. Namaste. Wendy, how's it hanging? People, this is the founder of the Integrative Health Coaching certification I took. She's out here joining the live. I can't tell you the energy that was on the first call that I did with her. My goodness, it's only built since then. She's just amazing, people. I could go on for days about her, and she's definitely going to be a guest. And what's it name? Wendy, if you didn't know this, Wendy, here's going to let you know. You're going to be very tickled pink about this, Wendy. I'm starting a podcast coming up here, and guess who's going to have a guest segment on it every episode? You're Ben Myers. Yes, it's going to be like an after the bell type segment. So sometimes when we interview someone like yourself, Wendy, he's going to come on and interview with me as well. We'll all get together because we know each other so well. Maybe another mental health coach or spiritual person, but most of the time I'll be interviewing hockey fighters, people in sports, all that kind of stuff. And then we'll get on after, and me and Ben will kind of break down what that conversation brought up in us and bring it from our spiritual, mental health, health coaching angle. So we've had those conversations. Me and Ben are very excited about that. I knew from the moment I met him, Wendy, on that call when you set us up for practice buddies, I knew he was something special. And you did not disappoint when you said he was special. I could tell right away. So I'm very excited about that. Nolan Thompson says, year of the horse, being an absolute workhorse, working on myself this year. Let's fucking go, he says. Beautiful. I love it. I love it, brother. Welcome to Meditation Station. Amen, brother. Amen. Have you seen in the group chat? We've been doing in the broadcast channel, we've been tracking people's meditation streaks. Have you tapped into that? I can't remember if you voted or not, but we need you in there tracking that streak. The more people, the better. Julian says, when you were playing, what was your diet to stay at 215? Oh, that's what you wanted to talk about, right, brother? I remember that question now. Good job bringing that back up. Okay. Okay, Wendy says, yes, she loves it. I knew you'd love that, Wendy. But that's a great question, brother. So this is going to be a big thing in my book too, people. I had struggles with this, right? I had struggles with this, and you'll find out more why in the book, but let's keep it to the diet specifically. So let's go with like the most intense kind of day, which would be a summer day, okay? A summer training day. And here's my arc of size as I grew. So when I took hockey serious from 16, when I fell into it, that story's out there, but anyway, keeping about this, the food. When I fell into it, I was 6'3", 165, which is funny enough, what I weigh now, okay? I was 6'3", 165. Now I'm just a little taller, 6'4", 165, okay? So then I started training for the first summer, and I got up to like 172, let's say. No, 170 really. Because I also had a broken wrist, so it limited some things. And then I went from 170 to 190 in a summer when I really leaned into eating. Then I went from 190 to 200 the next summer, then 200 to 215 for my third year when I got drafted as 19, 20-year-old to the NHL. So a typical summer day in my pro career, let's say, to maintain, was get up and crush a huge smoothie. I'm talking like probably 2-liter smoothie, loaded with like 3 scoops of protein powder, a bunch of berries, peanut butter, kale, and oatmeal. Just loading that thing in and blending it all up. Namaste, Kevin Fife. How the hell are you, brother? How the hell are you? Corey says, I've been doing mine after the stream, so that's when no vote yet today. Okay, I got you, brother. I got you. See you in after there. So that big smoothie first, right? Then I need a little time to digest. Then I'd go to my workout. And I would take my food with me. I'd have it all prepared the night before. All meal prepped. So then I go to, let's say I liked usually lifting first early in the summer. So let's say a lift, hour and a half, 2-hour lift. And right after that, I'm sitting in the gym, sweaty, drenched, and I'm just destroying a trough of food. My family and everybody me called it a trough. It would be a Tupperware that looked like, not a bowl, a trough. And it would just be either a shit ton of quinoa, like probably 2 to 3 cups of quinoa rice, probably over 12, 13, 14 ounces of chicken, ground beef, something like that, and then like some steamed broccoli. Just like, I literally took it like bodybuilding style. It's literally what I did. That's kind of what those guys do. They just alter the amount of carbs. So I ate that, and then from there, it's to skate, 2-hour skate, hour and a half skate, hour skate, whatever it is, skills, power skating. And then I'd have food right after that as well. Pound a bunch more food, same kind of meal, maybe salmon with the rice and quinoa and the broccoli. And then I'd come home. If I didn't shower there, I'd relax. I would maybe stretch or something. Some days, though, on the really intense days, I would go right to just stick handling. Different places I trained would have a stick handling room, a shooting room. I'd go right there, and I'd be in there. And then I'd have like a big snack or something, like a protein shake, some apples or something, some peanut butter for some fats. Then I'd come home, and then I'd eat dinner again. So on the hardest days of 1 to 2 hours in the gym, 1 to 2 hours in the ice, 1 to 2 hours stick handling, probably like 6,000 calories a day, just pounding it. But I never really could gain more muscle. That's just not my body type. I've seen a picture of Tom Wilson recently, shared by Matt Nickel for his Making Team Canada, and he's just like, he's 225 and he's shredded. Like there's no fat on him. Where me, the heaviest I ever got one summer was 227 trying to bulk up, but I just get bigger in my neck. I get bigger in my belly. I get like almost like, I wasn't skinny fat. I had muscle for sure, but I just don't get that lean because that's just not my type of body. I'm built like a marathon runner. I'm not built like a sprinter or a power lifter. I'm built like a galloping freaking giraffe. So that, it just didn't work for me. I was trying to put a square peg in a round hole. I was never really meant to play hockey. I mean, obviously I did, but like my body type isn't set up to play hockey. Like I'm built like Mike Wazowski, long arms, long legs, tiny torso, high center of gravity, terrible levers. Like I was terrible upper body strength. Like you wouldn't believe how weak I was in upper body when I played. It was that crazy. I was just built to be a long distance kind of guy, long distance marathon runner type player. Nolan says, who was your favorite reporter that you interviewed with during your hockey days, AHL or NHL? Probably Gare Joyce. I'll do two. Gare Joyce with Sportsnet, and then he's now independent. He did a great article on me called The Walk On. You can find that one online. And then, what was the other guy? Sheng Peng in San Jose. I really like Sheng Peng. Besides Christy, who I just did that article with today, I really love Christy too. She's the top three. Gare Joyce, Sheng Peng, and Christy Flannery. That's for sure. I love those people. They approached it with humility, with respect. They really cared about the story. Really worked with me on the stories I did with them. Get the facts right, not misrepresent. I really like that aspect of it. Oh, there's another bot comment. Okay, who we got out there in TikTok land? Tyler Holden 3. Namaste, Tyler. Where are you tuning in from, brother? Let us know. Where are you tuning in from to get on the stream tonight? What do we got out here in Instagram land? Julian, Nolan, Corey, and Kevin Fife. So I just did a video. Oh, the Pride Puck podcast. Namaste. Welcome in. Corey gave you the poke. Gave me the poke today to message you back. Looking forward to coming on sometime. Some nice warm apple cider. Whoa, Deck Cammy's in the house. Namaste, brother. Riding the 22-day meditation streak. Guy's a boss. Absolute boss. How's it hanging, Deck? How's it hanging, brother? But I filmed a video before this. My social team thought it would be a good idea to throw up a video about youth hockey in Canada right now. So I don't know if you guys have opinions on that, but I kind of made a video, see what they think about it, kind of pointing out some things because, you know, when Team Canada loses the World Juniors for the third straight year and Czechia knocks you out for the third straight year, people start getting negative. They start talking about minor hockey and if it's flawed and all these things. And everything's so negative always on the internet. Why can't we look at it from a positive angle? I don't think youth hockey in Canada is like broken or a problem. I just think it needs to grow and it needs to change. And you got to be aware of problems before you fix them. I think the world's just catching up. I think the world's catching up to Canadian hockey. We're still producing the best players in the world. 40% of the NHL is Canadian. We're winning lower levels of international play. We're winning the Four Nations, hopefully the Olympics. But I just think other countries have different development models. They've learned from us and they've adapted and made their own, right? Like look at the USNDP program. Guys are training all year, all around, all the time. They are playing with better and older players. They're always bringing guys up. And then look at same in Europe. They have that academy style, right? It's like 12, 13, 14-year-old players that play in these academy levels that they move up and they get to practice and play in pro leagues. They get to be around those guys. They're coached much more pro style. They practice more than they play, so they're working on their game. It's more holistic. I just think other countries are getting better. And you look at Team Canada, how they lost in crunch time. They just couldn't keep composed emotionally, taking penalties, and they don't play their system, and they make terrible turnovers. They're all guys who are the best players on each of their junior teams who play 20 to 30 minutes a night, have no freaking accountability usually, and it shows. Whereas these guys from other countries, guys in Czech are playing pro at such a young age. Guys in Sweden, guys in Finland, like that's just how it works. It's different. We have a bunch of just skilled guys, which is great, but we don't have teams. We don't have that cohesiveness with pro habits. So I think that's the biggest thing. So I don't know if you guys heard, Brendan Shanahan is doing a review of hockey in Canada. He's doing a whole review of the game on and off the ice, player well-being, development, all this stuff, right? There's new rules with the NCAA, the CHL, obviously the off-ice stuff with the sexual assault scandals. Everything needs to be looked at because we need to grow. We need to grow as a hockey country. You know, the forest burns down to usher in new growth. Don't have to burn it down. Just got to adapt. We got to work on it. We got to work at it. Oh, we got Dick Swingers back in the house, people. The Instagram handle Dick Swinger is back in the TikTok land. Robert and Dick Swinger. This guy's just a troll, internet troll with this freaking handle. He goes, does Stan Bowman need to go? 8 million in the press box today for the Oilers. 8 million? What do you mean 8 million in the press box today for the Oilers? Who's that? I'm not aware of who's in the press box for the Oilers. Can you fill me in? Jaden, how's it hanging, brother? Namaste, pal. What's going on, brother? How you doing? How's the new year treating you still? Deck Cammy says he's doing well. Corey says, yeah, Andrew, that's why I'll stay here for your summer, LOL. Okay, Pride and Puck podcast. Here in Australia, we have a lot of expat Canadians move here and help grow the sport by teaching us some Canadian ways to play hockey. So other countries would probably have similar. Amen, brother. Amen. Julian, have you ever tried any other form of martial arts? I'm doing jiu-jitsu right now. Good for you, man. I've heard jiu-jitsu is so powerful for, yes, obviously it's the most probably effective fighting style in the world because all fights do usually end on the ground, right? It's just so good for discipline. So I commend you for that, brother. I have not done any other types of martial arts. I just trained strictly for hockey fighting. That's all I did. And now that I'm out of it, I have no interest in doing any other things like that. I got plenty of other things that speak to me as a higher passion. I pushed my body and pushed myself for so long. I know what that's like. Now I just work out to be healthy and to keep this Meat Monkey spacesuit operational. So I have like a 6-day routine. Day one is a good leg day, and I alternate it. 1 week I'll do heavy lifting with legs, and the other week I'll do like sprinting, jumping, and all that stuff to stay active and stay mobile, stay like that, you know, sprinting and stuff. Yeah, so that's I'll do one of those days, either lift or sprint type explosive day legs. Then I'll do calisthenics mostly, pull, so like pull-ups, rows, all that stuff, as much body weight. And then I'll stretch in between sets, keep mobile. And then the third day, I'll run 3 miles on the treadmill. Sometimes I'll also walk 3 miles. It's only 30 minutes. And then at like an easy pace, I don't even open my mouth to breathe through my nose the whole time. And then on the fourth day, I do upper body push calisthenics. A lot of push-ups, a lot of stuff like that. And then the last day, I ride the bike for 30 minutes at a decent clip. And that's what I did today. And then I take the 6th day and I stretch. So that's kind of my routine. And it is just a meditation the whole time. It is a straight meditation the whole time, right? As of late, for a while now, no music, no nothing, just straight presence the whole time. So that's what I'm doing. How have you found the jiu-jitsu, brother? I've heard so many good things about it. Obviously, there's a lot of people that talk about it. A lot of big influencers do it. You know, Lex Friedman, Rogan, all these guys. Awesome. By the way, I think that guy meant Trent Frederick is the 8 mil in the press box. Oh, okay. Well, he has an answer, but I mean, he signed 8 years times 3 million, so he can't be the 8 million in the press box. Maybe he hasn't answered yet. Dick Swinger, you gonna let us know? Brissick, welcome in, brother. How's it hanging? How are you? But I can go look at the lineups. Canucks Sabres, Avalanche Lightning, Ducks Flyers. Could have a Delorier versus Johnston tonight. But he's not playing. Of course he's not. Unless that's a typo. Devils Islanders, Panthers Leafs. Where is it? Predators Oilers. Press box. Scratched. Trent Frederick, Andrew Mangiapane. Oh, okay. So Mangiapane makes the other 5 million? Is that who he makes the other 5 million? Yep, that makes sense. So it's Mangiapane and Trent Frederick not in the lineup. Who's in for them instead? Matthias Janmark, Matt Savoy, Curtis Lazar, Jack Roslovic, Isaac Howard. I mean, so the question was, does Stan Bowman have to go? I don't think so. I made a video recently on what's his name on Frederick. I'm not giving up on him yet. He does too many things good. He's a Swiss Army knife. I'm not giving up on him. Andrew Mangiapane, that's kind of a weird one. Who's kind of not had a good year, eh? Like, he's used to be a buzzsaw. He just worked his bag off for so long to get to where he is, and maybe he's lost that drive. Maybe he's kind of lost that. Remember he was like talked about on Team Canada back in the day? He was so good. Only 11 points in 40 games. It sounds like he just needs a change of scenery, that guy. Minus 17, oof. I think he just needs a change of scenery. Yeah. Might be a new time for him to go somewhere else. Yeah, his skating speed has dropped. That's weird, eh? How has Mangiapane's skating speed dropped? He's only 29. He hasn't had serious injuries. He's played lots of games every year. Kind of strange. He was known as that, just like the guy that works so hard. How many more years on his contract does he have? 2026, 2027, so one more year. Yeah, it's kind of strange how he's kind of gone down. Reeves versus Olivier 2 tonight. I want the Wings to get Werenski by the trade deadline. Okay, so Reeves versus Olivier could be a good one. I think Reeves said he wanted him to be his last fight in the NHL, which it's too early in the season probably to be his last fight, but you never know. Revo could just pack it in. Nolan Thompson says, I want Wings to get Werenski by trade deadline. Huh. Is that just what you want, or you think that's an actual possibility? Because I don't think, what's his name? What's his name? What's the GM of the freaking Columbus again? I can't remember his name. He came from the Hurricanes. Whatever. He's not getting rid of him. And the only way that's happening is Werenski doesn't want to be there. But I think they got a good thing growing in Columbus. It's going to be hard to bring a really top-end goalie there. You got to draft one. I know they have that Jet Greaves or something. They have a good backup, I think. His name's Jet Greaves, I think. Like, Merzlikins is... Merzlikins 877. Yeah, this Jet Greaves guy has played more. He's played twice as many games. 910 save percentage. He's young. 24, and he's only 6 foot. So I like what Columbus is doing. I don't think they're going to want to get rid of Zach Werenski. 44 points in 37 games. I don't think he's going nowhere, brother. A possibility? Do you think there's smoke there or something that he's going to get moved? Because I see no reason that they'd want to move him. Like, look at the players they got. Werenski, Marchenko, Voronkov. Fantilli's going to become an absolute stud. Sean Monahan's kind of not having the best. But they have Mathieu Olivier, who is just so good for a team. I don't know. It's not the worst situation. Kent Johnson's really fallen off, though. Holy shit, he needs to change the scenery, too. I don't think that's fair value, Mangiapane for Kent Johnson at all, but those guys need to go somewhere else. But yeah, I don't think Werenski is someone, unless he says, I want to leave, I don't think he's going anywhere. He's absolutely lighting it up and gets to play in a quiet place. Probably loves not having too much attention. Making $9.5 million. Yeah, I don't think he's going anywhere. Man, he's good. He's on pace for 93 points. What's his plus minus? +8. He doesn't get talked about as enough as being one of the best. I feel like it's because he's in Columbus. Maybe that would get annoying to him. Jaden says, did you see the AHL fight between Lamoureux and Ottenbright? If you aren't familiar, Lamoureux is a Utah first-round pick, a big kid. He's only 21. Love to see you young guys throwing and playing old school hockey. I was familiar with him. I know that he's like more of a skilled guy than a tough guy. Ottenbright, I fought him. He's not super tough. He kind of just shows up to fight. But let's go watch it. Let's go check her out. I watched Hallinan, Jack-Eye. I don't see as one of the last ones, so I got to say Maverick Lamoureux. Lamo. Excuse me. I think that's his name. Maverick. Oh, Maverick with a C. Maverick. My internet aren't working or something? What's going on here? It's not coming up. Why is it not working? Maverick Lamoureux. Okay, I gotta go find his damn team. Tucson, right? Maverick Lamoureux Ottenbright. Okay. Let's get this up on the screen.
Same place they scored from last night. Couldn't get the ear to the shoulder of Sergeev. And it ends up besting him 1-1 in this score here. Tucson, one for the back of the center right to the far side. Now played to the near side. They had some words exchanged pregame. Lamoureux And Ottenbright will engage. Front hands go. Lamoureux with a couple good ones over the top. Caught Ottenbright on the chin. Ottenbright with a couple more rights. Lamoureux, a couple underneath. A couple back over the top. No helmet on Ottenbright. Lamoureux throwing slugs at Ottenbright. Tied up at the blue line in the defensive zone. Lamoureux hauls
I like his. He didn't mean to take him down. He kind of ragdolled him at the end.
him to the ice. He wins the fight.
Definitely was ready to chuck. Definitely wasn't scared of chucking.
They were talking at the center ice circle pregame. Lamoureux got thrown out of the game last night. Bumped up the crowd in the far corner. Ottenbright didn't take too kindly to it. And they were talking about going. They did just that here tonight. What a beautiful fight between those.
It was pretty beautiful. Ottenbright's just kind of a punching bag, I'm not going to lie. Very similar to me a bit. I like to think I fought harder than him, but kind of just does it because he has to do it. One of those guys, you know, he's answering the bell for, sounds like Lamoureux throwing a dirty, or arguably dirty, you haven't seen it, hit to get him kicked out of the game, but I liked it. I liked what I saw from him there, Jaden. If we can bring that to the NHL, big tall guy ready to chuck, and he knew how to use his size. Yes, Corey, 10-game suspension for the SBHL fight and warm-up. He did message me, Divine, saying that he got the 10-game. I wondered if they had to meet with them or anything, but no, he said they just did watched it and they just did like an email or something. So it's obviously a lower league, so it's not as intense. But yeah, I think he got very lucky with only 10 games. I think that could have been way worse. Way worse. Johnny Oakes, welcome in. Namaste, brother. How the hell are you? We've got a bunch of different guys coming in right now. He's saying, why didn't Rempe go at Wilson last week? How do we keep letting him do this shit? Johnny, I think there's just more to the situation than you know. As you are hopefully aware, Rempe was hurt by breaking his thumb. When he played against Ross Johnston and Johnston came over to him, he stuck his hand out of his glove and showed him his thumb that's still huge. He's not able to fight, which to me is dumb. Why is he playing if he can't fight? That's a big part of his game. Why is Matt Rempe playing for the New York Rangers if he can't fight? It makes no sense. So that's why they're not going. And also, Wilson, it's no business fighting Matt Rempe. Why? He's the best player on the Washington Capitals. No reason to fight. So there's a lot of things there that just don't add up, brother. So you can't put that on, then don't play. I agree. Johnny, I just said that. Agree. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I would never be playing Matt Rempe if he couldn't punch anybody. I wouldn't be playing in a game if I couldn't punch anybody. I literally be like, if I was in the lineup and they're like, yo, you're playing, and I'm like, I can't fight though. They'd be like, yeah, you're playing. I'd be like, why? That's like, it doesn't make any sense. What's the point of me playing? That's the whole intimidation factor, especially in the NHL with no fight rule. It makes no fucking sense why he's playing. Totally stupid. Totally stupid. Pride and Puck podcast hanging out, getting some intel on the streams, eh? Getting some intel before we jump on a podcast sometime. He's still the fighter though, points or no points. I agree, but if he can't punch because of his thumb, brother, you have a surgically repaired thumb. You do not want to make the mistake of hitting that thing and messing it up. Just be out of the lineup. He's getting paid. I don't know why they're rushing him back. Maybe he's just not the brightest and thinks he can just play, and maybe he's the one that's like, guys, I could play. I'm good enough without it. It's like, well, no, you're not. What is he going to say? Well, I guess I don't have to fight. I can still skate around and crush people with hits and scare everybody. I don't get it. Poor Carrick, LOL. I mean, I see what you're saying from that point of view, but I don't mind this for Carrick. I don't mind this for Carrick. He's a fucking warrior. Carrick loves fighting these guys that are up his weight class. You know how much money this guy's going to make in his next deal? He's building himself a case. This guy's the heart and soul. If this guy went to free agency, oh my God, Sam Carrick, everybody would be drooling over Sam Carrick. What he's done, what he would add to a team, you know where he needs to go? You know what I would do? If Sam Carrick was great in Edmonton. Amen, Dick Swinger. If I'm the Dallas Stars, I want Sam Carrick. This guy is making $1 million for next year too. This guy needs to get a good solid ticket before he retires. I take this guy on my team any day. Any freaking day. I think he'd be great on Dallas. Fight anybody, adds into their, like, they don't have a real tough guy. They do it by committee. Ben, Carrick, Petrovic, Ritzkovian, whoever else. Excuse me. I think that's the way it should go. Rangers have bigger problems now. Igor out, Fox out, Panarin is going to be traded. LOL. Yeah, the Rangers got to burn it down. The Rangers, I believe, have to burn it down as well. Leafs and Rangers, just start planning for the future. That's my opinion. It's my opinion. Yeah. I did not think Mike Sullivan going there was going to be good. This team is not good. Not good. Nope. And they get amazing goaltending, and they're still not good. Like, how do they have a team combined 15, 16 save percentage, and they're 500 hockey team with some of the guys they have on their team? It shouldn't be happening. Igor's going to be out a while, it sounds like. It sounds like no balls with it, like brutal. But that's honestly a lot of the teams in the NHL don't have the grit factor. I think we're going to see teams trying to find more guys with grit, more guys with moxie, more guys with the grind in them, because that's how you win. It's very clear. Florida, it's very obvious their formula. See how the other games are going on tonight. 10 games tonight. Sabres up 2. Avalanche and Lightning. That's a hell of a hockey game. They're fired up for that one, I'm sure. Coors Carter-Gauthier scored against the Flyers.
Burying the moves every time.
While he's getting booed.
Burying the moves every time he touches the puck. Club pass. Owl's got a piece of it. Runs from him, couldn't get it out. Gauthier the shot, and he scores!
Of course he celebrates. Why wouldn't he? He's getting fucking booed by everybody. Philly Flyers fans just get on him. 20th goal of the year for that guy. Hurricanes, Keandre Miller got a goal. Leafs, Panthers, that'll be a hockey game. I eat with chopsticks joined. Damn, dude. Congratulations. Do you eat American food with chopsticks too, or just Asian food, Virgil? It's a unique handle. What did Pride and Puck say? I think the Rangers room is still no good. Ooh. Pride Puck says 1,000%. TJ Miller isn't him. He's a problem. Oh, you mean JT. He's a problem everywhere he goes. Let's make him captain. I could not agree more. I don't know what Mike Sullivan was thinking there. Like, I love me some John Hines. I love these Boston type pack they got of, look at the teams, the coaches coaching the Olympic team. Bale Guerin's guys. Sullivan, Tortorella, Hines, and frick, I can't remember who the other guy is. It's just like, what are you thinking? What are you thinking with JT Miller? To me, it's got to be something like they love how he's just real red-blooded American, loves the military, loves to hunt, takes no bullshit, super competitive, dominant, masculine guy. I think that's what it is. Some bullshit like that. Some bullshit like that, in my opinion. Pretty wild how Stamkos just not good, but has 18 goals. That's interesting. But the people who think the Oilers have even a sniff with Jarry and Pickard in net, you have Tristan Jarry and Calvin Pickard in net. You got there's no chance. There's no chance. None. The Oilers have none. Johnny Oakes, you must be a big Rangers fan, eh? You just hate this shit. You hate him. Owen Shores, namaste, brother. What up? What's happening? What's hanging? Where are you tuning in from, Owen? Can't remember where you're tuning in from. Have you been on the live before? But yeah, I don't know. Any Oilers fan who thinks they even have a sniff over the next 2 years is just lost. I don't care if McDavid scores 100 goals. They're not winning anything. They're not winning anything. Eric Lopez, namaste, brother. What's hanging? How you doing? How's the new year treating you? Out here in Oklahoma. No, I haven't. Oh, okay. What brings you to the stream tonight, brother? What brings you in from Oklahoma, brother? Oklahoma hockey fan tuning into this schmuck of a former hockey player. What brings you to the stream, pal? Johnny Oak says we're not supposed to be bad, but we are. It's shitty. Amen, brother. It's like the Leafs. They're not supposed to be bad, but they are. Like, the league is in a really weird place right now. Did you guys know the top 14 out of the top 20 teams in the league, the 14 of them are from the Eastern Conference? How wild is that? The top 3 are from the West in the Midwest Division, or sorry, the Central Division. And then the rest is all East Coast teams. Eastern Conference teams. It used to be the West was always way better. Now they just have the top 3 and everybody else is in the East. But like Detroit being 4th in the league is just like crazy. That there's no way that's going to sustain. How can Detroit be the 4th best record by points in the league and be -5 in goal differential? It makes no fucking sense. They're really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in points percentage, but it's talking about points. How the hell are they -5? They're going to come back down to earth. Tampa's going to buzz. Like Tampa's below them in points by 1, but is a +32 goal differential. Makes no sense. The next team with a goal differential of -1 is Florida at 12th in the league. So weird. Oklahoma is lit. I got family in Tulsa. Oh, there we go. Kyle Heitzner, our buddy from the stream, pro hockey players down in Tulsa, right? He just joined the stream the other night from there for the Tulsa Oilers. Corey said they need someone, but they need to move on from Skinner. They needed to move on from Skinner. Yeah, they did. No free agents. Oh, and just curious, I think I remember you watching you, but for some odd reason, OU and OSU got hockey teams well more like club teams. Oh, okay. Maybe you watched me way back when I played in OKC, Oklahoma City Barons or whatever they were in the AHL. This is about the worst season ever, says Johnny Oakes for the Oilers, or sorry, for the Rangers. Pride Puck Podcast says Leafs thinking they can take away 100 points and still be competitive is hilarious. That's a big point. Corey Katina, top 3 wide by a margin. Seriously, Tulsa's decent. Hard Rock Casino is awesome. I had a great time. We went out in Tulsa. That was fun. It's my rookie year. Ended the year there. Didn't sleep at all. Just straight to the bus. Lauren Millick, namaste, fellow soul sister. How you hanging? What's going on in your world tonight? What's going on in Lauren's world? Bedard's practicing. It's good. Landeskog out some weeks. That's just from that running into the post. I knew that was just going to be ribs, not his knee. That's huge to hear. Owen says, really? Yeah, I vaguely remember them, but I'm a big Sharks fan, and they seem to be turning things around. Oh, okay. So did you start tuning into me when I played for the Sharks then? They are turning things around. It's what happens when you get someone who walks the walk and talks the talk and walks the walk like Macklin fucking Celebrini. Holy shit, the guy's dialed. He is dialed. Sherzy, whoa. Hadn't been on the kick here for a while because there wasn't much action. Namaste, brother. Lamoureux taunted him right before. Wow. He was firing up the crowd the night before and Albright was salty. I told you, 20 plus. He got real lucky. Best player, Ovi. The Barons were goated. They had so many tornadoes during spring games. It was unreal. Nazar was back at practice, also in a bubble. Oh, wow. Lots of updates from Sherzy. How's it going for you, Sherzy? What's life doing with you over there? Lauren says, not much. Just turned on the Stars game. Oh, to watch your boy, Wyatt Johnston. Sharks are exciting now. That's for damn sure. Tulsa King. Great TV show. Haha. What's that all about? I haven't heard about that show. Not that I watch TV, but... Yeah, now I remember where I remember you from. Where was it, Owen? Anybody in Twitter land, X land? Nope, not really. I'm great. How are you? Says Sherzy. Buzzing over here, pal. Making a video. You was telling guys before this, before you joined, made a video about if I think Canada hockey, youth hockey's in trouble because everybody's all freaking out that Canada lost the World Juniors again, eliminated by Czechia for the 3rd straight year with no gold. So, whoa! Didn't scare me too bad this time. New subscriber alert. Thank you, fellow soul, whoever subscribed. Maybe it was somebody from the Instagram, but yeah, talking about how I don't think Canada youth hockey's got a problem. It just or I guess it kind of does. It's not in trouble, but it has stuff that could be worked on and grow. I think a lot of other countries are catching up. I think other development pathways are pretty good, and yeah, just think we got to adapt. And this Brendan Shanahan's doing the big deep dive into minor hockey and the development pathway and Hockey Canada from on and off the ice. So I think it's a good opportunity. But U.S. has that U.S. NDP program. They got the NCAA. They're doing things well. Yeah, they didn't win this year either, but overseas, I have this guy that I played with in junior. He helped me get drafted, Kyle Hope. He's a coach now, and he had a great take about minor hockey and where it's at and development and stuff. Need less games, more practice. That's what we were talking about, kind of more rest for the kids, more work on and off the ice. For what I saw, Canada lost because they had no system and they crumbled under pressure. They don't play pro habits. They're all prima donna skilled guys. We can't have that. I feel dumb. I stopped watching for a while. Subscriptions get expensive. Oh, you're all good, Owen. You're all good. Johnny says he's about to say fight in the tunnel, LOL. Oh, that's where he probably remembers me from. That's probably right, Johnny. Lauren says I'm closing shift tomorrow night, so won't be able to join the stream tomorrow. Oh, no worries, Lauren. Appreciate you letting us know. It will be our last one of the week, so no big. That kind of sucks. We won't see you for a while, but all good. No worries. The U.S. and Canada losing are better for hockey worldwide. There you go, Corey. Good take. Pride Puck, need to make hockey more affordable all over the world. Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't know how you make it more affordable. The gear is the gear. Companies got to make the gear and make money. I don't know how you're making it more affordable. It's always been expensive. I don't know how that's gonna change. Did the Barons ever play the Wichita Thunder? I don't think so. I think Wichita Thunder's East Coast and Oklahoma City was AHL. And then they moved out to Bakersfield, I think. That's who the Bakersfield Condors are now. Johnny Oaks, need grinders and roll guys. Everyone can't be the man. That's what I'm saying. That's why I built my Team Canada Olympic roster that way. That's why you need that. You need guys with pro habits with the right mentality. You can't have all these guys that just have no accountability on their teams where they play. Sharzy said, no, they aren't. Everyone has picked it up, and it depends on the quality of talent. Anton Frandel looks like a stud for the Hawks. They have a gold medal player for years. I do agree. Anton Frandel looks very good. That Ivan Stenberg guy who's going to get drafted high this year showed really well. He's going to get picked really high, whoever gets him. There's a lot of good hockey players coming from different countries. Unfortunately, Oklahoma needs a hockey team. You think Oklahoma needs a hockey team, eh? You think you got enough hockey fans down there for that? I remember in that building there was nobody in the stands, so. Johnny Oaks, USA will not have an answer for Wilson. Matthew and Brady can't handle him. Well, fortunately for Team USA, there's no fighting in this tournament, so there's going to be none of that. Brady can run around and hit as much as Tom Wilson can run around and hit. I think they offset each other. I think Brady and Wilson are about as comparable as players as you can find in that role, right? Tom's just better fighter. Brady, arguably, a bit more skill. Arguably, right? More natural hands, let's say. Pride and Puck says, as a Flames fan, we had Iggy, Kipper, and roll guys who made it to the Cup final. 100% need roll guys. That's why I love the game of hockey. You know, in the NBA, you have to have a guy that can just score by himself. That just is what it is. The NHL, you need a couple good players, and you need a team that is bought in and will die for each other, and that team can win. Like, my favorite team to ever win the Cup has got to be LA Kings. When they were the 8th seed, and they ran the frickin' table in like the least amount of games, came back on the San Jose Sharks, powerhouse team, 1 versus 8, and they just played so heavy, so checking style. Obviously, they had top players, Doughty, Kopitar, but still, sick. That's what we love about hockey. Owen says they'll get more fans. Football and basketball are good, but it would be a great way to introduce a new sport to the Okies. Lauren says, don't forget to add Brad Marchand in the mix. Add him into which mix? I can't remember what you're talking about there. Johnny Oaks, U.S. had the advantage of D and in the net has the advantage. Johnny Oaks, what do you think of the Islander kid? I want to hate him, but he makes it very hard to. LOL. Yeah, I mean, of course you want to hate him being a Rangers fan, but you just can't. You just can't. You just can't. He's too mature. He's too confident. He's got too much charisma. It shows in how he plays. You got to think he's going to be, like, what a time with all the talent in the NHL. Obviously, we say that about other times and stuff, but pretty cool time to be an NHL fan. I mean, I wonder how Schaefer and Makar end up at the end of their careers. You know? Like, how does that look? Let's compare their rookie years. We'll do it on the other one here. Matthew Schaefer. He's an 07. That's crazy. Okay. So his rookie year, he's got 28 points in 42 games. He's on pace for 54 points, 82 games, plus 16. He's pretty much changed the organization around. For some reason, they're good all of a sudden with Patrick Waugh. So what was it again? He's on pace for 54. And a wild amount of goals. 23 goals. Usually it's way more assists. Cale Makar, what did he have? So 54 compared to rookie season. 50 points in 57 games. Yeah. I think I'd take Cale Makar. Even at their end of the career, I don't know. Obviously, Schaefer's amazing, but I don't think he's ever going to eclipse Cale Makar's ability. I think I'd still start a team with him, but I do love Matthew Schaefer. I love the pizzazz he has. Don't forget the age difference. He says, kid's gonna be Makar or better. I don't think he's gonna be Makar. Nope. Peter, Toronto loves destroying tough guys. Reeves having a great season in San Jose. They love him. I wouldn't say he's having a great season there, Peter. He's on a shit team. He's got 3 goals in like 30 games, no assists. Hasn't really fought. I would not say he's having a great season, but they do love him because he's a great dude and he's doing his thing. He's going to get to 1,000 games in the NHL as a fighter, which is incredible. But I would not say that the Leafs ruined him, and I would not say that he's having a great year. Makar was 22 breaking the league? He was barely 18. That has to be a factor. Wow, you are totally nailing that one. I totally missed that. You are completely fucking spot on, Johnny Oakes. I completely missed that. Sorry, that's what you were saying. Corey Katina was saying that too. Don't forget no, you said that. Don't forget the age difference. You completely nailed it there, brother. I totally missed that one. That's a big miss by me. One is 18. Makar came out of college. So fucking true. So fucking true. Okay. I still don't think he'll be better. I don't know why. I just think Makar has, I don't know, more skill, like more puck skill. But again, he's got to get better. He's got to get better. Wow, you fucking owned me on that one, Owen. Johnny Oakes owned me with that one. Yeah, his age. That's what is so crazy. My first game, says Owen Shores, was Avs versus Blackhawks in Denver, and I made eye contact with Andrew Shaw. He came back and hit the glass so hard I fell over on those folding chairs. That's a pretty cool way to get you in the game. I'm sure you loved him from then on. Lauren Millick, for that USA won't have an answer. I don't watch them, but doesn't he fight similar to Wilson as to Chucks? Yeah, but Lauren, Brad Marchand, first of all, does not fight a lot, and 2, there is no fighting in this tournament. Everybody's getting confused that there's fighting in the Olympics just because there was in the Four Nations. But the Four Nations was NHL rules. The Olympics is international rules, so no fighting, Lauren. He's a fucking baby, for fuck's sakes. Yeah, it is crazy. Joel, hey, what's going on? Namaste, brother. Got the Leafs game on right now, so he's watching and he's tuning into the Panthers and Leafs. We got Dick Swinger, Joel, and Jace Hill tuning in. What do you think the score is going to be tonight with the Leaf game, Joel? Who you got? Crazy how Marchand's having such a year. The guy's like, I am getting on that Olympic team. He's saying, fuck it. I'm getting on that Olympic team. 5-3 Toronto, you're saying. Wow, okay. I'll counter with a 4-1 Panthers. Avs destroyed them 7-3 that game. Wow. Pride Puck Pass. Didn't Makar play college? 2 different jerseys in the NHL. Amen, Pride Puck. You nailed it. Kyle Strand. The Wild a true cup contender? Loved when you were in Minnesota. Thank you so much, brother. Namaste. And Gooby Customs. Welcome in, brother. How's it hanging, Gooby? What's going on, pal? But are the Wild a true Cup contender? I mean, they definitely have enough star power, but do they have enough center depth is the issue. I definitely think they're a Cup contender, but I don't know about their depth. Like, is Ryan Hartman going to rise to the occasion? He was a first-round pick. Can Danila Yurov just be comfortable with Kaprizov and Tarasenko and be good enough? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know how they can beat Colorado. I don't know how they can beat Dallas in a 7-game series. I don't think so. So, I think the Wild, but they got Boldy and Kaprizov, which, I mean, one of them's just not a center. Marcus Foligno's not playing very well. I don't know. I don't think they're legit. They can, but they have enough to. Your question is they're a Cup contender. Yes, they're a true Cup contender. I just don't think they're going to win. I don't think they can get by Dallas or Colorado. But if they all raise their game in the playoffs and start hitting everything, and Wallsted's this good, then maybe. Joel says, Marner, my fave player since London days. I'm a huge Leaf fan. What do you think of the situation he had? I think he did a great thing for him. Get the hell out of there. Wow, we got Arbor Jackeye 69 joining the stream. What's going on, Arbor? Yeah, if I'm anybody, I'm getting out of there. If I'm the Leafs, if I'm not seeing it can change and have tried that long like Marner, I definitely would have left like him. I'll be the center, says Arbor Jackeye. Yeah, okay, Arbor. What do we got here? Gotta go, mate. Catch ya. Namaste, brother. Have a great day. Owen Shores knows Massachusetts. I pray we find another center. Yeah, we need one. Lauren, what are your thoughts on what Marchand said today? If he didn't go to the Panthers, then he would have went to Toronto. I think he's just stirring shit up, to be honest. I think he's just bullshitting. Corey says, no, they're going to dump Hartman to go after one more piece. Wow, I think they need Hartman. They already tried shopping him to Philly. Who are they trying to get from Philly that would fit? They don't have a center. Who are they trying to get from Philly? Teams are not going to give up an elite center without giving up a lot of players. And Hartman's a gritty guy to have on your team. Light Skin Arudo. What's up, big man? What's up, man? Big fan. Namaste. Thank you so much. Appreciate the love. Where are you tuning in from, Light Skin Naruto? Gooby says, I'm coming to Toronto in 2 weeks to fulfill part of a young boy's wish with Make-A-Wish in Austin Matthews 34. Wow, that's beautiful. What cool stuff you get to do, Gooby. That's amazing, man. That's amazing. Corey, what is about the... Oh, it's about the cap space. Gotcha, brother. Gotcha. So you're coming to Toronto in 2 weeks, Gooby. So that is when? Let's see here. 1, 2, the 19th. I won't be down there. I'll be coming down later in the month. Who wins in a fight, Arbor or Connor Clattenburg? I mean, me or Connor Clattenburg. Definitely Arbor, you would think. I don't know if Clattenburg... He probably fights harder than Arbor, but I think Arbor's got him there. Joel, I do too. Did you ever see that kind of thing during Toronto days? The media and fan base crazy. I mean, I wasn't around enough to see it, and even if I was there, I wouldn't have got a sense of what it's really like because I wasn't a top player. But I can tell you, just being on the team for a couple months, the amount of people in my life that reached out that used to not reach out, and the buzz around it was definitely pretty eye-opening compared to other places I played. That's for sure. Corey says it was about the cap space. Got it. Oh, Philadelphia here. Nice. Philadelphia guy. Gooby, the weekend 17, 18, 19 going to come to game versus Minnesota. Oh, nice. That's a good game to see. Corey, they're one of the deepest prospect pools to go after someone. Oh, okay. Alrighty. What do we got here? Shersey. They lost the Barons due to the weather in the springy. They had like 4 to 5 tornado games. Oh, jeez. Toronto wins. Fuck Brad for taunting the Leafs fans. Seriously, I 100%. Oh, you think Toronto's going to win the game? But yeah, Brad was definitely taunting. Minnesota can't be a cup contender without having AHL depth Black Aces. They also need to get those Parise Suter contracts off the books. When those come off the books, I think Bill Guerin's going to make it use. I definitely see the Minnesota Wild winning a cup in the next 5 years, though. No doubt about it. Sharzy, Minnesota is a year out from real contention. Okay. Namaste, bro, and y'all. Namaste, Connor says, Cam, Scully, what's going on, brother? What's happening? What's going on in your world? Arbor says, Canadian teams are so effed over the taxes. Oh, it's so, I totally agree. I think it's so dumb. I think they need to even that playing field. There should not be teams where guys go to overtax. I think that's so dumb. I think that's such an unfortunate part of the game. Joel, did you ever hang around Marner and them? I know you kind of knew Simmons prior. Any cool stories? I'll just tell you that Marner, from my short experience there, Marnes is just like, he's just that like young kid at the party that just wants to have a good time and he's got a lot of energy. He was just buzzing around when we would hang out or do things. He wants to get after it. He's got high energy. He wants to play the beer pong. He wants to jet ski or whatever, wakeboard. He wants to do everything. He's buzzing. So I love that about him. He had great energy. Very chill, down to earth dude. Matthews was super nice, man. Super nice. Treated me like I was an NHL vet. Like I guess John Tavares set the tempo there, but they just had such good people like Morgan Riley, Tavares, Marner, Muzzin, like just the nicest people in Toronto, man. The nicest people. Everybody. The culture was just almost like too nice even. Like people were just maybe too nice, you know? That's what I've said a lot of my talks about them, that they're just, they're just too nice. Like Brad Marchand's really nice, but then he'll go out and practice and try to eat your face off and drill, Competitive. I eat with chopsticks. Zegras gets the Hattie tonight. Is that you calling it, or are you saying that he already did get it? Zegras got 2 goals. That's why you're saying it. Okay. Gotcha. Anybody out here? Oh, we had somebody coming on YouTube. There we go. Still minimal on X. Gonna have to answer those things after. Cam Scully headed back to Snow and Sound tomorrow. Many fam and friends to see before Mexico. Nice, Cam, and I'm glad I am one of them, brother. Looking forward to Saturday. Tavares seems really cool, kind. He is, and that's why it confuses me, Cam, why he's doing all the... It's not that he's wrong for it. I'm not saying he's not less kind for doing this. I just don't get why he does all the gambling commercials and the beer commercials and stuff. It's kind of weird. It's strange to me. Calling it, bud. All right, chopsticks. He's calling it. Zegras Hattie tonight. Johnny Oaks, was there a player you legit hated as a human? LOL. Leon Draisaitl and Evander Kane. Yes. When I was playing. Oh, and Tom Wilson. And Boko Mama. Tom Wilson, Boko Mama. Who did I say? I can't remember. Tom Wilson, Boko Mama, Leon Draisaitl, Evander Kane. Those guys. I asked Asham that, and he said Sean Avery, LOL. Well, that's not super original, right? Obviously. LOL, says Johnny Oaks. Sonny D. Hope you're well, my friend. Namaste, Sonny. Hope you're doing well as well, brother. Leon. Amen. Yep. What's your favorite hockey team? My favorite hockey team... I mean, I could just say Dallas because I picked them to win the Cup this year, but I wouldn't say they're my favorite. I mean, I do like Florida. I like Florida's mentality. I really like when a team wins that you think deserves to win. Everything they talk about, their culture, I just love it. Everybody goes in there and buys into their culture. I love that. So, the 2 Florida teams, man. 2 Florida teams. I really like those teams. Agreed. Promoting addictive products is questionable. Yeah, I mean, right, Cam. It's like, not all guns are bad. People pull the trigger. Not all gambling's bad. People get addicted. Not all booze is bad. People get... It's like, it's not terrible, but it's just like questionable. It's like, yeah, it's like, why is he doing that? He makes so much money. Like, why do you got to do every freaking betting commercial? With all the sports gambling, it makes me question if some of them are rigged. Seriously. Sonny says, working a ton, doing a ton of charity work. So good to see you, my friend. Oh, that's always what I... No surprise doing charity work there, Sonny. No surprise hearing that from you. All pieces of shit, huh? Yeah, well, I could confirm there are pieces of shit on the ice at least, the 3 of them, but I could confirm for sure Evander Kane's a piece of shit off the ice. Ego-wise. We're all loved humans. We're all equal. We're all one. But as an ego, Evander Kane, Leon Draisaitl as well. Why Draisaitl? Just curious. Draisaitl will be in my book. Maybe Evander Kane will be in my book. I talk about Evander Kane more, but Draisaitl's a big name. I got to keep that stuff for the book. I got to keep those juicy stories for the book so people want to buy it. That's the whole idea, brother. Not Dallas. Say it isn't so. LOL. Corey's such a Minnesota Wild fan. Connor Shersey. Only sport bet one time when FanDuel had free money. Bet on tennis and won $500. Cash out and never logged back in. Damn, Shersey. That takes some freaking self-control and some self-awareness to win $500 the first time sports betting and never log back in. You must have felt how strong the rush was. That's what it sounds like my brother did when he tried cocaine. He's like, I'm never doing that again. It was too scarily good. Sounds like kind of what happened there. Am I right or am I right? When will the book be released? I Eat with Chopsticks. It will be released on my 33rd birthday, April 20th, 2026, baby. Yep. Draisaitl has like 1,000 more points than you. Oh, absolutely he does. I guess you're getting a little upset by that. Why are you upset that I'm saying he's not the nicest guy in the world off the ice? Of course he has 1,000 more points than me. He's one of the best players in the NHL, man. I have no qualms about that. That's not what we're talking about, but sorry that I got under your skin there by saying that. Johnny Oakes, you haven't lived till you bet on SHL games at 11 a.m. Wow. SHL, like Swedish Hockey League games? Is that what you're talking about? You bet on Swedish Hockey League games at 11 a.m.? What? A. Sands, how do you feel about Revo? On the ice, I feel like Revo was an asshole. I didn't like how he conducted himself, but off the ice, I heard he's a great dude. And I got some recent news that he's also a really good dude in a way that you guys will know about later when my book comes out, because it was something to do with that my people had to contact his agent to ask a question about something. So it was very kind of him what he let us do, which, I mean, it made sense. It wasn't that kind, I guess, but nice of him. I heard he's a great guy off the ice. What do we got here? Thanks, bud. No problem. Corey, Sweden paid for my dinner tonight. LOL. Wow. So you bet on the... Okay, that's where you... There you go. Sweden paid for your dinner tonight. There you go. All right. Hey, all these things are fine. Just don't get addicted to them, right? Someone's an Oilers fan. Yeah, seriously, Johnny Oakes. Yep, gets the blood going during my workday. Austin Franchise, namaste, brother. How's it hanging? You always jump in here, but you never comment. What's going on, Austin? We got Phil Reed. Oh, did Phil Reed request to come in? Whoa. Phil, was that you that requested to come in and you're still here, brother? Phil Reed. We got I Eat Chopsticks, Lauren Millick, Dick Cammy, Johnny Oakes, Corey Katina, Isaac Rempel, Peter Dalton. Where are you tuning in from, Peter Dalton? Namaste. And Austin Sands. Phil Reed says, my friend ran out of games to bet on and found Russian ping pong. Made $7,000 by betting on the fattest player. What the heck? That's wild. That's wild, Phil. What the hell? Johnny Oakes won $30 on a $10 bet. Big money over here. Wow, there you go. Yeah, it's fun to just make it small, right? And keep it fun. If I ever went to the casino with the guys, which I never really did, it was on a road trip, I'd always just put $100, play some blackjack. If I lost it, I was done. Sonny says, how's your family doing? How's Ian, Mom, and your dad? Namaste, Sonny. I appreciate that, brother. My brother's down in Mexico living. My mom's doing well. And I think you mean my stepdad, but he's not in the picture anymore. So just us, man. Just us. But everything's great. Everything's going really well. Joel says, you travel a lot? I don't. I did a little bit earlier this year for some spiritual stuff, but Not a whole bunch, but I'm going to be traveling a lot more in 2026 with the book launch and speaking and a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm going to be traveling a lot more. When can we order your book? Where can we buy it? Thank you so much for asking, Sonny. It's going to come out my birthday, 33rd birthday, April 20th, 2026. I'm sure it'll be available where all books are available. You'll know about it. I'll be posting a lot about it. Cam says, not sure how many points are related to content of character. Amen, Cam. That's what he was getting annoyed about me talking about that, eh? Sharzy, I was super lucky. I didn't know shit on tennis. Djokovic was the right answer. Oh, that's what you did. There you go. You just took the best player available and you won. I'm not a good gambler. I'll lose $20 once a while in the slots just for fun. Bob Friend. Whoa. Hey, can I goon in here? If so, please maintain eye contact and talk like a kitten. What? What the fuck? Hey, can I goon in here? If so, please maintain eye contact and talk like a kitten. What the hell, Bob Friend? That's a wild, that might be the craziest comment we've ever had on the stream. That's just out of left field, brother. What's going on there? But that is really random, Phil. Super random. Excuse me. Corey says, are we going to be able to order the book directly from you so we can get an autographed copy? That's an interesting question. I mean, frick, hopefully the book does well enough that that's not possible because there's too many people wanting it. But, I mean, I hope to do like a book signing kind of thing. I was hoping to do one in Toronto, not Minnesota, but yeah, I don't know, brother. I don't know if that's something that's doable, if that's scalable, you know? I don't know. Johnny says, my wife would leave me. It's purely entertainment at low cost. Yeah, there you go. That's what happened to my dad. My dad was a gambler, people. So that's what ended my parents' marriage. Johnny Oaks is definitely getting the book. Namaste, brother. Hey, I appreciate it. I'm putting some stories in this book. Let me tell you, that's what's going to bring in most of the people, right? To get them to my real transformational message I want. It's going to have lots of those hockey stories in there. Bob Friend just posting weird stuff. That's fucked up. Hail Elon. This Bob Friend guy comes in and says something weird and then he goes, Hail Elon. Meow. Says Sharzy. Have some signing gigs, bro. Libraries, etc. Yeah, absolutely. But Corey Coutinho's down in Minnesota, so I'm sure he's wanting it down there. Isaac, Draisaitl is a great guy. Hey, man. Maybe you do you know him? Maybe you know him better than me. I won't assume. Do you know him? Because if you know he's a great guy, I'd love to know what you think, like what makes him a great guy. Johnny Oaks, do I smell a chicklets bump in your future? Oh, interesting. Interesting point. So let me give you a little info on the chicklets. So when I was playing with the San Jose Sharks, when I was going on my tear fighting everybody, they asked me to come on. And back then, I still am an LGBTQ advocate, but I was much different in how I thought about things. I hadn't gone through what I needed to go through. And I went on there. Sorry, I said, if I come on, can I talk about LGBTQ stuff? And they said, you know, talk about, because they had some stuff with that at the time, some like not so good views on it, blah, 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 Barstool and all that. So I'm like, can I talk openly about that? And like, are you going to edit that out? And they're like, well, I'm going to probably edit it out. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to come on. So I didn't feel at the time that was appropriate for me to go on, but I would definitely, maybe they wouldn't want me to come on now because of that, but I would love to come on and talk about that openly because I think we need to go into these spaces and have those conversations with people we disagree with or have different views on. Doesn't mean we have to support their views to go on their podcast, but we can go talk to them about it. And if they cut it out, they cut it out. And I would just make my own content saying that it got cut out. So definitely think I'd be open to that now because of what I've gone through and knowing that everybody has different lived experiences. Kevin Fife, Mr. Curtis, how the hell are you? Namaste, brother. You were in here a while ago. Did we not say hi earlier? Sorry if I missed you, brother. I thought I said hi. What's going on with you? Brittany McNabb. Feminine fellow soul. What's going on? We need that yin energy in here. How's it going, Brittany? Where are you tuning in from? What brings you to the stream? We've got a good group out here on Instagram right now. User, Sharks Legend KG. Loved you on the Sharks and the vibes you brought to the team. Hope you're good. Namaste, brother. Even when I was in my ego, I was all about the vibes. They were just different vibes, but hey, I was about it. I appreciate the love from you, man. I appreciate the love. Who else is out there in Kickland? I know Lisa and Lynn's are probably just hanging out in the background doing their thing. Lynn's probably doing her homework. Lisa's relaxing, taking care of herself. Who else is out there? There's Bob Friend guy, Sharzy, Cam Scully. That's what, that's 4 of you. Who else is out there? I think you missed me. No worries. I'm good, dude. Yeah, I saw you. I think you missed me saying hello to you, brother. I think that's what happened. What do we got? Oh, just watching the game. Nice. Okay. Baldy. Pro hockey player, everybody. Baldy 67 over there in Europe. What's going on, brother? How's it hanging? How's life over there playing puck? Sonny says, namaste, Curtis. Take care. Going to see you more on your live here, hopefully. Thank you so much, Sonny. Hope you have a great night. Isaac says, nah, man, I never liked Draisaitl, but I love his shitty attitude. Oh, so you're just fucking with us. He's just fucking with us. He never liked Draisaitl, but he loves his shitty attitude. You're just messing around. So you're just joking. I got you. I see what you're doing now. I see what you're doing now. He does have a shit attitude. Let me tell you, the stuff I've heard about him and I've experienced firsthand with him, shit attitude. Shit attitude. Sad when people that good have such a shit attitude. Halsey, what's going on, Halsey? Namaste, welcome in. Dick Swinger still kicking over here. It's craziest handle on social media. But I totally get why you don't like him. Okay, there we go. There we go. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You're not making me sound crazy anymore. Updates in the games. Lightning up 1-0. Islanders 3-0 on the Devils. Devils are, I mean, they got a lot of shots, but Devils are just not buzzing. Devils are not buzzing. Another point for Matthew Schaefer. Jets are really not buzzing either. Oilers are falling to 20-16. Man, Oilers have just got no chance. The Oilers got no chance, man. They got none. Oilers. Why did Connor McDavid resign there? Connor McDavid should be in Toronto right now. He should be. Could have had Matthews and McDavid on the same fucking team. That's where he should be. But fuck Evander Kane, am I right? I mean, hey, Evander Kane has a lot of issues to deal with. There's no doubt about it. He's got a lot of shit to deal with. Corey Katina, hey, Wild fans, still remember you got to do a signing here, bro. Oh, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Maybe. But only like 5 of you might show up, so I don't know if it's worth flying out there for 5 of you to sign my book. I Eat with Chopsticks. Back to the game. Thanks for the info about your book. Appreciate you, brother. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the game. We had Patrick Waugh talking on this. I'm not talking. He was on. We watched a video last night of Patrick Waugh talking about he met a fan and the fan told him that like every night it just seems like no matter who's in or out of the lineup, somebody steps up and has a big game. Well, tonight it's Anthony Duclair. 2 goals. They got somebody stepping up every night. That's the kind of hockey team you want to play on, man. Well, after watching that, it seems like Patrick Waugh would be a dope coach to play for. Sounds like a lot of fun to play with for that guy. See what's happening on Twitter. Oh, somebody with a nice sign for Luke. Luke Hughes. Luke, you got this. I think it was great by Sheldon Keefe to not bench him and just let him keep playing through it. Wow, this guy's moving up. From Muskegon, we hope this move for Tynan Lawrence will help him compete for the first overall in the draft. Our program will always be doing what's right by our players in regard to their development. Wow, that's really cool. What a great statement. That's really cool. I like that. Muskegon putting out a statement saying they're letting their best player go. They're not trying to hold him back. They're saying, hey, he wants to compete for first overall. Let him go play NCAA. He's got to be playing at the same level as Gavin McKenna if he wants to challenge for first overall. I love that. I really like this. This is good. This is good. Tynan Lawrence, I've been hearing more about this guy. I love that from them. No one of this politics and holding guys back from their development path. That's amazing. He's lighting it up. Now he's going to Boston University. See who he's going to be playing with there. Oh, yeah, Cole Hudson. Owen McLaughlin. Cole Eiserman. Oh, my God. They're stacked. Stacked. What do we got here? Back to the game. Oh, Barry Cates. What's going on, Barry? How's it hanging? What's going on in your life? Namaste, brother. But yeah, that's good. I like that team's not holding back. That's really cool. You don't see that very often. Ooh, not good numbers in New Jersey. Yeah, New Jersey's going downhill quick. Not going well. I'm happy for Duran. Is Duran playing well? Is he on the Islanders? Is that where Jonathan Duran is? I'm good, just watching the Flyers. Nice, Barry. Warriors dad, Party Marty's in the building. Yeah, it's nice to see Duran's a steady guy. That's a great tweet right there. Yes, playing very well. That's awesome for Duran. Well, that's his coach, right? I think he had, did he play for, I feel like he played for Patrick Roy. No, but he didn't play for the Quebec Remparts. He played for Halifax, so he must not have him a coach in junior. Probably missed that one. Could you imagine if we had gotten Quinn? We have two of the top puck position leaders. Thanks, Fitz. Love the queen of stats. Puck position, Quinn Hughes, Knudsen. Devils fans seem kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Not as bad as Philly, maybe, but kind of crazy. I remember the hype for him, but then he had his deals, and he seems to have found a good place in the island. Yeah. I want nothing more than guys to find a good place in the NHL. That's all I ever wanted when I was playing. I live on Long Island, so I'm in the mix, even though I'm a Rangers fan. There you go. You're in the mix. You gotta respect the other team. Ottawa going to win tomorrow. Okay, Party Marty. Go Sens, go, and my Ducks need to win. Logan Stankoven walks Mikko Rantanen to score against his former team. Ooh, that's juicy. That's juicy. He's tiny.
Minute 10 remaining here in the opening period. Miller.
Oh,
That
was nice.
Logan Stankoven against his former team.
Look at the size difference between him and Keandre Miller. And look at the height of him. Look how long his stick is.
Fearless, agile, elusive, and then the quick.
Nice release. Here we got. And a split. Johnny Oaks Ducks are a fun team now, too. They just don't play any D, right? That's why they're fun. They score. They don't play any D. Corey says, I'm loving the Devils fans turning on Luke, just setting him up to join Quinn on the Wild in 2030. In 2030. I don't think they're turning on him. I think I've seen enough people being nice to him. Danielle Budgel, welcome in. Party Martin. I don't think we're gonna tune into that, Party Martin. I appreciate you though, brother. 2 goals in 1 game. Yeah, I know, it was bad. Let's go Leafs, but I hate the Leafs, but I don't want Panthers to go any higher so my Sens can catch them. Oh, you're a big Sens guy, Party Marty. Lexi Huser, what's going on, fellow soul? How's it hanging for you? Welcome in, welcome in. Man, because I'm tapped into the Devils stuff lately, I've been doing some interviews with them, and we got getting a lot of stuff on my Twitter here because of them. You guys see that Chris Pronger's doing a lot of speaking now? I love that for him. It's pretty cool. Being like a keynote speaker, he's got the freaking credentials, that's for sure. Oh boy. Jay Fresh, acquire Trent Frederick, the Oilers, for a second and a fourth. Play him as a fringe fourth liner. He scores 4 points in 22 games. Sign him to 8 times 3.85. Play him as a fringe fourth liner. He scores 3 points in 41 games. Yeah, that is true. You got to play him more. Lisa Murdoch's jumping in here. Yvette Sutherland, what's going on, Yvette? How are you doing? How's life hanging for you?
My name is Kazuma Okamoto.
Kazuma Okamoto. Taking Scott for 5 different press and do 20. Psh. Don't need to be that intense, man. Oh, Biz has flipped his opinion now on the dress code. I had one of my TikTok reels went. I got the most views on this topic. We'll watch this. Corey says nothing would change for McDavid if he went to the Leafs. One Oiler lead forward and shit goaltending. Yeah, I know, but he still should be on the Leafs. That still would be a change. At the end. He's away from Draisaitl. He's away from Draisaitl. Sky's the limit if he's away from Draisaitl.
I said about, what was it, maybe 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago, that considering the way things were going, I personally would just go, let's go to the black suits. Let's keep it simple here.
You've been checking immediately what they're wearing into games lately. If we were together the other night, what did they wear? What did they wear?
No.
You're really into this.
No, because Matthews got the hat trick. And I texted my buddy Josh and Jeff. I go, what did Matthews wear into the game tonight? Thinking maybe that he listens to the pod and he would have said, you know what? Maybe we should throw some black suits on and get down to business. Well, no.
Those three guys are smart.
He's got a Hermes scarf on. And at the end of the day, I'm going back on my morals and I'm going to say I was flat out wrong. You have to be yourself. If you
flip-flopping?
I am flipping.
Not you.
Pablo is back. I'm flip-flopping. If you want to wear a Hermes scarf into the game and then put up a Hattie and then go back-to-back multi-goal games for the first time in 2 years, and then break the Maple Leafs all-time goal-scoring record to beat Matt Sundin in like 321 less games, I believe it was. I'll get to my notes later. And as far as Willie, you got to think he's probably listening to the podcast and saying, oh yeah, shove your black suit up your ass.
I think he's the last guy in the NHL that would listen to this show. He honestly strikes me. That would be the one guy, if I had to guess, that would
He just started a YouTube channel. I think he's about. I think he's maybe dipping his toe in, and he probably heard my ridiculous.
VN, hello. What's going on, VN? What brings you to the TikTok? What's your name? Where are you from? Cheese Hits says, love Freddie and the Bruins, but Tanner Jeannot as a replacement was A++. Yeah, Tanner Jeannot is miles better, right? What do we got here? Facts says Cami. Probably about McDavid going to the Oilers. Oilers should grab Igor from New York. Fuck it. I can't hold him back like we did Hank. Pfft. They're not getting rid of Igor Shesterkin, brother.
Mistake. You should put the Chrome Heart jeans in the closet, the 80K jeans for maybe a few weeks till we get this thing back on track. And he's saying, oh yeah, I'm not even playing tonight. I'm on the day-to-day with my tickets out in the press box. Chew on this one, buddy. Ambassador my ass.
If you're tree living, there has to be a side of you, like being the GM, that'd be like, what the is this guy wearing right now?
He looks like somebody's brother who just got out of prison and he got to come sit with them in the press box.
He's probably saying right now, I got a guy injured who's one of the greatest Maple Leafs at this point in the press box wearing a tank top. I got our captain, all-time leading goal scorer wearing a Hermes scarf in. I got our ambassador wearing butt plugs at his birthday party. We're off the rails. So let's just go all in.
Jeez. Crazy. VN says, can you help me? Columbus or Sens, which one do you think is better team for me to cheer for here? I think the Senators are a better team to cheer for, but Mathieu Olivier is on the Columbus Blue Jackets, and that's all the reason to cheer for the Columbus Blue Jackets. So if you want to vote for a team or cheer for a team, go Sens. If you want to cheer for a player, go Mathieu Olivier. Corey Katina, Johnny Oak, can I get some of whatever you're on? 0% the chances move Igor. Amen. I agree, brother. I know. I love Igor. I'm just cranky and need a Snickers right now. He's hangry. He's hangry. Johnny Oaks is hangry, people. He's all fired up. Goots, Brad Gutierrez, namaste, brother. Welcome in. How's it hanging? What's going on in your world? What's going on in your world? And Brittany McNabb, where are you tuning in from, Brittany? I love that you're still here. Where are you tuning in from, Brittany? See what's in Kickland. What are the boys saying? Shersey, McDavid to the Hawks gonna have a Connor line in the future. No chance he's going there. Shersey, what do you think of the Labrie versus Binner video and Dunn getting beat up? I don't know, man. It's just typical Binner. He probably said something to him. I don't have too much opinion on it. It didn't really too much happen in that video. I love that Dunn got beat up a bit, but yeah, you love that video, I think, more than me, pal. Shersey, Sens and Stützle is on a heater. I got her. I love Brady Tkachuk. I'm not going to lie. One of our guys that comes on the stream, Jesse, hates Brady Tkachuk, but I don't know how you can hate him. Besides his MAGA-ness, whatever. Just joking, whatever. But yeah, I love the way he plays. I love the way he plays. Cheese hits. Johnny Gaudreau, another good reason to root for CBJ success. That's a kind thought, brother. That's a kind thought. Whoa, there's Brittany in the house. Namaste, Brittany. How's it hanging, girl? Oh, here we go. Goots, he's tuning in. Good, just watching the Stars beating by the Carolina Hurricanes. Doing it for Stankoven. Doing it for against Rantanen. But you're about to ride that Peloton and have some dinner. Let's go. Get a little workout in before dinner. Love that. Brittany McNabb, Fernie, BC, but from Owen Sound. Oh, okay. That's what brings it to the stream. Feller Owen Sounder. What takes you out to Fernie, BC, Brittany? NorCal hockey history. Whoa, Coper. My liney from frickin' Junior. Yo, Coper, you want to jump on the live, buds? That's who we need to get on the live. Coper, you want to tap in here? Let me know, pal, if you got some time. Bring the kiddos on or something. Would love it. Let me know, pal. Let me know. I loved your post today on Facebook. It was dialed, I thought. You guys, you're writing some frickin' essays now, eh, Coper? You got the brain going? Insurance broker now? Look at you. Johnny Oaks, dinner on the bike, power move. I like it. No, I think he's going to ride the bike before dinner, brother. That would be wild if he was eating on the frickin' Peloton, though. Jaden says, just had a Domi versus Ekblad fight in the Leafs game. LOL, classic hugging fight. Okay, we're not even going to go watch that. Not even going to watch that. No point. Brady is the better brother. Amen. I take Brady over Matthew Tkachuk 20 million times out of 20 million. 100%. 100%. Coper, let me know if you want to come in, pal. I'll send it your way. We need you in Philly. Did you just see Ross Johnston hit? We need you in Philly. Well, no, they just need to play fucking Nick Delorier. Why the fuck is Rick Tocchet not playing Nick Delorier in a game with Ross Johnston in the game? What a fucking joke. But all good, Coper. Hope you have a good night, pal. Thanks for tuning in. Loved your take on Facebook, brother. All good. But yeah, like I just don't get it. I don't get it. Why the fuck is he not playing? Johnston hit. Just putting son to bed. We should set something up soon. Amen, brother. Send me your availability on Instagram DM. Send me a text. I still got the same number, I think, that you probably have. So unless it's the new one from Minnesota. But anyway, yeah. Let me know, pal. I'm around. Me, you, Cookie. Throwback live on the line. Dude, that'd be sick. I would love that. I would love that, brother. We should have you, when I launch my podcast, we'd have you and Cookie on the same time. That'd be great. That'd be fucking awesome. Yeah, you have to let me know, pal. You have to let me know. Okay, we got Garnet Hathaway steamrolled Owen Zellweger. Ross Johnson retaliated with a cheap shot on Drysdale. The stretcher came out for Drysdale, refused to get on it, and then went down the tunnel with Tom Alva. Johnson got a game misconduct for the hit. Okay. Well, fuck. That's why Nick Deloria has to be in the game.
Now,
That was a cheap shot by Johnston.
when I look at it from there, Johnston sees him. Drysdale does not.
That was
And to
dirty.
me, Johnston should be the player.
That was really dirty.
Developing quite an edge. Zellweger, here's the hit.
Oh, that's a great hit by Hathaway.
Goes through the body on Olin Zellweger.
That's a great hit. Why the fuck is Ross Johnston coming with that fucking shit back?
Sending it in. Still doing
That was very dirty by Johnston. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it. Cody, Sharks and Blue Jackets played tonight. Hope Reeves and Olivier do something interesting. The Sharks and Blue Jackets played tonight? I thought there was that girl was saying they were playing the Sens. Damn. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Fuck, I knew that. What am I talking about? We were talking about that earlier. Yeah. I do think they should be going tonight. Revo's one of his last games. Olivier hasn't fought in a while. Let's go. Let's go. He couldn't find a dance partner in that last game, too. Yeah, they don't dress D'Lo enough. It stinks. It's so dumb. Why the frick wouldn't you dress him against Ross Johnson? Cam Scully says, when I was heavy into triathlon, I'd ride my bike watching hockey and go all out when a particular player was out until he went back to the bench. Is this relevant? Haha, I heard Peloton. So absolutely, Cam. So you were doing bike sprints, preparing for triathlons. When a certain player come on the ice, you do his shift all out. I love it. It's a good way to motivate yourself. Get buzzing. Johnny Boy, welcome into the TikTok stream, brother. Got a couple of people hanging out. Brittany, how's your day going? How you doing, fellow soul? Okay, let's go back to I love Creepin' X. So it brings up shit that I have opinions on. That's okay, Barstools to have 100% comments to Mincy, blah, blah, blah. I agree. People got to go easy on Luke Hughes. Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow might be my favorite Christian. Well, no, James Tallarico is my favorite Christian. But Tim Tebow's up there. Pretty good. Worked out. Now just playing with the kiddo. Very nice. What a day. Worked. Paying the bills. Working out. Now playing with the kiddo. I love it. Oh, look at this. Mickey D. Kaylee, what's going on? Last night she joined the Instagram live. Now she's joining the TikTok live. What's going on, girl? How's it hanging? Bissonnet comments an outdoor game. Yeah, and Utah is going next year. They haven't announced yet. Apparently, I just did. Sorry, Gary. Okay, so Utah outdoor game. That makes sense. Oh, I did. Oh, man. Did anybody watch the movie Reign of Fire back in the day? 2002. I loved this movie. That dragon movie was sick. I love that movie. It was a great movie. Are the UFC gloves on the wall from a fighter? No, sir. They are from the security guards at the SAP Center, the Shark Tank in San Jose. I got close with two guys, Randy and Ruben, and they got me those as a gift. It was very beautiful. I have it on my Instagram still, I think. Awesome dudes. So I put them up there, pinned them up on the wall. Yes, sir. KRB Kathy. What's going on, KRB Kathy? What brings you to the stream, fellow soul? Where are you tuning in from? We'd love to know. We'd love to mix it up. We'd love to chat. Jaden, what does Hathaway bring that Deloria doesn't? LOL. Literally nothing. Hathaway's poor guy has been brutal this season. 0 points. A minus. He's been scratched a lot. I have no idea. Terrible decision. Sharzy, sounds interesting, Cam. We just had a triathlon here in Rockford. I felt bad for all the participants having to swim in our super dirty river. Oh, God. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Why would they swim in that river, Sharzy? Jesus. User 1, you played in Owen Sound with Smitty? Are you talking the one and only Jamel Smith? Are that who you're talking about? Because if so, that is correct. Good old Mississippi. Yeah, good old Mississippi up in Rockford can't be clean at all. Yes, I sure did play with Jamel Smith. Gemmel. Me and him didn't get along the best. That's for sure back in the day. We did not get along the best. Plus Binner. Oh yeah, me and Binner are tight. I still get along with Binner real good. Oh man, I love watching videos about people's psychedelic trips. Maximo Del Piero. Maximo Del Piero. What's going on? Scott Tinkler. What's going on, Tinks? User, share if you're comfortable about not getting along with. Sounds like a good laugh. Well, yeah, me and Gemmel just saw the world a different way, you know? I just thought he was lazy and I didn't like it. And I think one day our last interaction ended up with him not doing a mandatory bike workout, thinking he could get away with it. I called him out on it, but I happened to call him out on it in the shower, which probably wasn't the best idea. And we had to get broken up naked in the shower from getting in a fight. So there's a good laugh for you. Oh, boy. You can't use her in cheese hits like that one. Got lots of stories like that, people. Whoa, that's a crazy video. User, you still enjoy the game to this day the way you used to? You still get on the ice and pond? I don't play anymore. I can't shoot because of my wrist injuries. See that right wrist? Damage. That's what a wrist should look like, but that's what it looks like. So I can't shoot, but I go out for the charity hockey tournaments. Those are fun, but I'm just not in the shape to be able to enjoy it anymore. I can't skate fast. I couldn't skate fast at all to begin with, but I'm 165 pounds. There's not much here. So it's just a different game. Just a different game to be able to enjoy, you know? So I really put my time into it, put it all out, and I'm quite at peace with not playing anymore, brother. And it's very, very beautiful to say that because my goodness was I not for a long time. Whoa, there's a new movie coming? A new Lord of the Rings movie? What? Sir Ian McClellan and Elijah Wood will reunite as Gandalf and Frodo in The Lord of the Rings, The Hunt for Gollum. Ooh! Twist my arm, okay. Fucking A. I don't hate that. What do you got? Looking forward to watching the Olympics. Sorry if I'm talking a lot. No, I love it. I love the questions. Avengers Doomsday. Can't wait. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm sold on that one too. What's up, Goons? Says Robbie Show. What's going on, brother? But yeah, that Avengers, whatever, Infinity War is just awesome. So Doom, I got to go watch the Doom one for sure. Why not? It's freaking awesome. What do we got in kick? Lake Ontario can make your wetsuit stinky too. Makes me wonder what's in there. Oh, a lot of gross shit. Everything flows into there. I hope I never find out what's in the Mississippi River. Talking about swimming tanks. Connor shared nowhere else big enough for the swimming portion, not the Mississippi. It's the dirty rock river. They spent days beforehand moving cars and searching for bodies and other contaminants. Oh my God. Nothing wrong with that style of cockfighting. Leave the chickens out of it. Pfft. Sounds like a new style pay-per-view fighting series. Random question. Favorite movie or movies? I've been asked that a little bit more recently. It's really hard not to pick Forrest Gump as my favorite movie. It's really hard. It's just so diverse. So many life lessons. It's so beautiful. It's so funny. It's brilliant. It's really hard not to pick that one. But you guys are reading my book. I get sucked into things. My senses are I feel things very strongly. So, yeah, movies are definitely thing I get sucked into. User, tell me about your user. First of all, what's your name? Where are you from? I can ask you a question. What's your name? Where are you from? You're saying, tell me about your Mem Cup memories. Did you have a lot of family to watch? Tell me a funny diehard fan story in the O. My Mem Cup story, I didn't get to play. I only played the last game because Garrett Wilson and Joey Hishin got concussed. I played one game, but most of the tournament I was sitting beside Ryan O'Reilly's parents who were there watching. And yeah, so my experience was very grumpy because I had not played the whole year and I was miserable. I'd come from minor hockey, used to playing all the time, and now I was a guy in the stands for over half the year. So I would skate in the morning with the extras. We'd play 3-on-3. One of the players was the coach. We'd play 2-puck, try to get really tired, work on my game, but then I'd be grumpy. So I'd go to the gym. I'd go eat on my own, and then I'd go to the little hotel lobby gym at 9 p.m. at night and just crush weights, trying to get stronger and bigger at 17. And my teammates would be coming back. The coaches would be coming back from dinner. And I would just be in there working out. And I started to gain this legendary kind of work ethic from that. My name is Gio. I'm from Oakville. Okay, Gio from Oakville. There you go. Love it, brother. So yeah, here's a Mem Cup story for you that's funny. I was one of the 3 guys in the team that was never going to play. So they put us, because we didn't have a lot of money, Owen Sound, they put us in a room with only 2 beds, and they wheeled in a cot, and that's where we slept for the 10 days, okay? So every day, me and Greg Stager, Braden Rose, and me played 1s or 2s. 1, 2, 3, shoot, and put down a 1 or a 2. The odd man out always had to sleep on the cot. You wouldn't believe, people, that in the 10 days at the Memorial Cup, what are the odds that one guy would never get the cot? Minuscule. Yet it happened. And when it got to the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th day, we'd have guys from the team come watch. It became like a whole thing. It was remarkable, okay? So I'm half the time sleeping on the cot because me and the other guy were flip-flopping. So one day, taking like a nap, and I guess somebody left the door open. I don't know how they got in, but the vets from the team came in. And next thing you know, I got flipped out of my cot onto the frickin' carpet floor. And I'm looking up, and it's Jamie Devane, who was a draft pick and super tough fighter from the Toronto Maple Leafs, playing for the Marlies at the time. And the Mem Cup was in Mississauga. So I'm looking up at this monster flipping me on my bed. I'm 17. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I'm not going to do anything about it. The vets are just, punking us. But then later in my career, when I'm in Lehigh Valley, I'm 26 years old. I got to fight that fucking guy who flipped me out of my cot 3 times in one season. 3 times in one season I had to fight that guy. So that wasn't fun, thinking this guy was like my bully before. Forrest, yes. I just rewatched that movie a week ago. It's an awesome movie. Personally, for me, either The Departed or Godfather 1. Okay, you're probably not going to like this, Cody. I've never watched The Godfather. Isn't that crazy? For whatever reason, it's just like, one of those movies that people know and love, and it's just, you know about it, you just never watched it. It's just one of those ones for me. The Departed was really good, though. Shersey said, I keep trying to use Trump's self-deportation app, but it won't let me. What? Self-deportation app? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is that? What are you talking about? Oh, Cheeseheads just had a Keegan Kolsar versus Lowry fight. Love when a captain does it. Ooh, I'd like to hear that. I'm going to have to check that one out. User says, your stories are awesome. Loving these. Hey, brother. That's what I am. That's why I have my Instagram bio. I'm a storyteller. That's for sure. It's different when I do them in like longer form. If you give me 5 minutes, 10 minutes and tell a story, I go more in detail. I love telling stories. Corey Katina says, I'm lucky enough if I can get to the headwater of the Mississippi in like 3 hours. About the one spot, it's not bad. Oh, okay. Where it's clean. Brittany joined in here. Corey, did you win the fights? Great question. Excuse me. He's 6'5", 240 pounds. Me, 6'4", 215. The first fight was long, and I really wrestled him like I was riding a bull. Like I made sure to keep him off balance, made it look good. It was a good battle. And then I just got more depressed, and I fought him a couple months later, and I just wanted it over, so I threw his arm over quick and got it over with. Wasn't a good fight, but I was happy to just get it done with. But then the third one, I was very depressed. Very depressed, and I got one punched. It was like him fighting Casper the Ghost. Nobody was there. The lights were on, but nobody was home. You can go watch that on Hockey Fights. The last fight of the 2019-2020 season against Jamie Devane, I get one punch because I wasn't even there. I wasn't even there. Shersey, it's supposed to be... Oh, Cody, The Godfather will change you and how you view movies, I'm telling you. Wow. All right. It's really long though, right? That's the thing that maybe kept me away. Shersey, I guess it's just part one. Shersey, it's supposedly for illegal aliens to get paid to leave the country. They just raised it to $3,000. They'll pay you $3,000 for illegal aliens to leave the country with an app? That's kind of strange. User, mental health battles while playing? What is your advice to the kids out there? Oh, absolutely, brother. That's why I'm writing the book. The book's coming out April 20th, 2026, my 33rd birthday. So that's going to be a lot of that in there. And what is my advice for the kids? The advice will never change. And for any human, anybody out there ever. Meditate, meditate, meditate. You're already meditating, you just don't know it, but you need to be acquainted with what meditation is and that you're not your mind, and that is the true root of all mental health. Promo your book. Oh, I am right now, brother. That's what I've been doing on this live the whole time. You're hearing me tell stories. Now you're going to want to read the book with the stories in it in long form. Cody, Trump is a strange guy. Very, 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 very strange. Yep, he is the most narcissistic human you're going to see, brother. He is a very strange person indeed. He's maybe the most insecure man on the planet. Deck Cammy's praying. He loves it. He's throwing up the prayer symbol. Hope we can get a copy down here in Australia. Oh, I didn't know Dick Swinger. I forgot that you were down in Australia, Dick Swinger. Man, you've been hanging out a long time here. Frickin' down under, brother. I actually got invited to come out there to do that hockey tour that they do. But I think I'll be busy with my podcast tour and charity events and stuff, so I don't think I'll be able to get out there, but hopefully eventually. Got to come down and, connect with all the Aussie fans. Grow the game out there a little bit. Trump just says something dumb every day. Uh, 40 degrees in Celsius here in Melbourne today. Holy frick, man. 40 degrees in Celsius. But hey, 40 degrees in Celsius is so nice to me now. When I was playing hockey and I was 215 pounds, I absolutely hated the heat because I was so heavy and I was like a furnace. I was constantly burning so many calories and sweating. But now that I'm 165, brother, 40 degrees sounds like peachy. I'd be sleeping outside in that shit besides the damn spiders and all the crazy shit you have out there. But yeah. That sounds lovely. I'd love to be out there now. Love a good old war movie. Whoa, this looks like a cool game. What the hell? Also coming to Xbox Series, single player, 2-player co-op. You go back in time and battle massive armies with modern tech. Looks nuts. Whoa, that's a cool idea. That's a unique idea for a video game, no? That's kind of funny. That's kind of a cool idea for a video game. Have you ever read the book Don't Believe Everything You Think? I have not, but it sounds like it's right up my alley. Whoa, Hector Harold. Namaste, brother. What's it hanging? Down there in Antigua. I met this guy in Antigua. Oh, he already left. That's kind of cool. He's in, Corey Katina, he's in Melbourne. 40 degrees in Melbourne. Leo Messi. I like when he's opened up about him stuff. That's kind of cool. No man has the right to be an amateur in the matter of physical training. It is a shame for man to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength of a body can be. Jesus. Billionaire Grant Cardone threatens to kill a man at live event on camera. After Manny Ons yelled, "You can marry me," and his 15-year-old daughter Sabrina Cardone snapped and calling it bullshit. Reminding the crowd that she's a minor and saying he'd kill him and she's been there since prison. No, he did the right thing. Whoa.
My dad always says. A little inappropriate.
Okay, let me just be clear. My daughter is 15. Okay, you do not love her. Yeah, that's bullshit. Don't even wait for her to grow up, by the way. But move on. I will fucking kill you. And I'll spend the rest of my life in prison knowing I did the right fucking thing.
Jesus. Becca Lynn. Namaste, Becca. You're not late. You're right on time. You got in with 8 minutes left. How was your day today? How was your therapy appointment? How are you feeling? You got to tap into your community, girl. What's going on? What's going on? What do we got? Sharzy. Yes, self-identifying as illegal and believe in aliens, so please send me to Sweden. Thoughts on yoga, hot yoga, says Camp Scully. Love it, brother. Love it. Absolutely love it. Something I may get into more and more as I get older. You know, I'm already feeling like sometimes when I'm working out, it's like, what am I doing this for if I don't need it? But just trying to keep the body working. But yoga is something that maybe I get into doing that as my main thing instead of lifting weights in the future. It's hard eating all the fruit I'm eating to maintain the weight, so maybe I just got to do less activity. Cody, I might have to buy that game. Imagine fighting the Trojan Wars with a Ferrari. That's what I'm saying, Cody. Doesn't that look sick? Looks like a sick game to me. That game reminds me of my airsoft days. I had the sickest black and pink M4. All the toxic masculinity hated me for it. Oh my god, of course. Of course. What do we got? If goalie fights were common, who would be the heavyweights of the NHL? Ooh. Robin Lehner, when he was playing, would have been the heavy because he's so damn big. Mackenzie Blackwood would be up there. I think Anthony Stolarz would be up there. He's huge, and he seems mean. So Lehner's not playing anymore. So Blackwood, Stolarz. Who's maybe a little crazy? Binner. I mean, Binner's crazy, but he's a stick bug. Yeah, I'd have to think Stolarz and Blackwood really jump out at me. Yeah, those two would be number 1 and 2. User, hazing in the OHL. Hey, it'll be in my book, brother. It'll be in my book. Can't give it all away. Becca, well, right now I feel like ass because the Devils are the 4-0. Absolutely no accountability, but therapy went good. Well, I'm so glad. That's way more important than the Devils. I'm so glad therapy went good. I'm so glad I went a little vent session there. But yeah, the Devils are having a tough time. I mean, I personally don't like Sheldon Keefe as a coach. I'm not going to lie. Don't like the makeup of their team as much. Jack Hughes, if he's not dominating, they don't have a chance. Just is what it is. Us goalies are a little crazy. Amen, Corey Katina. Amen, brother. Whoa. Barry Kogan, Inspector returns the Joker in part 2. Jeez, that's a creepy look. Oh man, I remember this scene in Lord of the Rings. It was so badass.
But the power of the ring could not be undone. It was in this moment, when all hope had faded, that Isildur, son...
Whoa. Man, there's some crazy horror movies out there. I don't watch that shit, but... Crazy. What do we got here? After playing for a few teams, do you have a soft spot for one of them? I got a soft spot for the fans in New Jersey, for sure. I definitely got a soft spot for the fans in New Jersey. I do. I had my most fun there. A lot of interactions with them as well. User, will your book be available for purchase on Amazon? I'm sure it will be, brother. I'm going to have it all different types of places. I'll have it all the places you're supposed to have a book, I'm sure. Just got to figure it out. How long is the book? Says Minnesota Goalie 3. Oh, I haven't heard from you in a little bit, Minnesota Goalie 3. What's going on, brother? That's a little bit of a battle right now. I want to put so much in the book, guys. I want to put so much detail, but then my team is like worried that memoirs getting over 320, 340 pages get really long, right? But I think it's worth it. If you have enough to put in it, it's not good to stretch a book that doesn't need it, but if I have enough to put in it, I mean, if I had it my way, it'd be a fucking 1,000 pages, but we're trying to keep it to like 70,000 words, which I think would be like 350, 375 pages, something like that. But it's going to be hard, man. It's going to be hard. I got so much to say in there. And I only want to do it once. I don't want to feel like I didn't do it right, you know? Switched on to here so I can have some stuff open in the background. Oh, I got you. No worries. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to put in there. So interesting history. Yeah, this Robin Hood movie, The Death of Robin Hood, looks kind of interesting. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Not what you expect from that storyline. Top Gun and welcome in. Cody, I never got the appeal to the Lord of the Rings movie. Should I just buckle down and watch them? Will it be worth it in the end? I mean, this sounds like for me, like for you with Godfather saying it's so good, it sounds like I'm saying the same thing for you with Lord of the Rings, man. Lord of the Rings, I think, is widely accepted as just like cinema, just peak. So, dude, Return of the King, the last one, you got to watch the trilogy. Yeah, it's pretty elite, man. It's pretty elite. My childhood was like pretending to be Aragorn everywhere I went. I played the Lord of the Rings video games. I fucking loved it, man. I love my sci-fi video games. Lord of the Rings and Predator vs. Alien. Holy fuck. I had so much fun with that. Cam Scully, I'll never forget watching a live Jersey-Toronto game at 7 a.m. in Hawaii. Whoa. 70,000 words should come in at 300-ish. Okay, Cam. Well, then frick me. I'm pumping it to at least 350 plus pages. I need that. I need it. I need all the info in there. But look, oh, we're at 9 o'clock, people. We're at 9 o'clock. Buzzing with the group out here. We had a very heavy masculine energy vibe tonight. Not many of the input from Lisa and the girls, but all good. All good. I'm going to watch the Oilers game. Have a good night, Curtis. Happy I found you live. Thank you so much, user. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Okay, people. Well, tomorrow night's going to be our last live of the week. Wednesday night's our last one. We're doing Sunday through Wednesday now. So, last one, and then we will be back next Sunday. It's going to allow me to work more on my speeches, get all my things going. Need some extra time. So, eventually that's going to be our schedule anyway, usually at the most Sunday through Wednesday when we're doing podcasting and stuff. So, thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you for the homework then. There you go, Cody. There you go, baby. Cam says, don't force feed yourself any movie, especially 10 hours of movie. Yeah, take it easy. The Lord of the Rings, though, I can't see you not liking it. But unless you don't like all that kind of stuff, like dragons and whatever, like medieval stuff, but I love it. Anyway, people, thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful night. Lauren, Deck Cammy, can't stop with that meditation, brother. Keep it going, brother. Keep it going, brother. Namaste, Sharzy. Have a great night. Might not be on tomorrow. Nephew has a game. All good, brother. All good. We will miss you then. Enjoy your nephew's game. Better than Harry Potter. Amen it is. I think it's better than Harry Potter. Good night, Cody. Have a great night, brother. All right, people. Peace. Namaste to you and yours, as always. Disciple Seaman just joined. What's up, brother? Have a good night. Shutting it down. Shutting it down.